Hey, what is going on today, guys? We're back here with another video, and yes, as you can tell today, we are going to be talking about Apex Legends. Just a quick first initial thoughts on what I think the game is like, how it plays, just first week and a half impressions. So this game is made by Respawn Entertainment, the same company who made Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2. This is EA published, but just because it means it's EA published, you would think that it has a lot of microtransactions, right? Actually, no. Surprisingly, this is a free-to-play game, and the only microtransactions in this game are purely cosmetic. Nothing you buy in this game, other than characters, but I'll get to that in a little bit, really affect gameplay. So I think that is a fantastic business model. Now, just starting here, we're going to go over how you get these microtransactions. So you level up and you get these packs, right? So each level, you get one Apex pack. Now in these packs, these are kind of similar to how Overwatch gives you rewards. When you level up, or I think maybe if you win a game, I'm not really sure, I don't remember, I haven't played Overwatch in a while, but it's the same system as Overwatch. So you play more games, you level up more, and you get more packs. With these packs, you get cosmetics, like weapon camos, character lines, banners, banner frames. You get some currency for the Apex game itself, which can be used in turn to buy more weapon camos. So let's say you really want a legendary weapon camo, and you don't end up pulling it. Well, through all these packs, you pull enough of those currency, I think it's called crafting materials right here on the right. You can save up these crafting materials and get that legendary weapon camo or weapon skin that you want. Now moving on to the store itself in Apex Legends, you can see that there's some marked for 1800 credits and some for 65 and 10,500. Now what does this mean? Now the credit system is the same currency value as Fortnite. So every 100 credits is $1, which I think is more than fair. And you can buy packs with these currency with your money. So one pack is $1, 10 packs is $10. Pretty self-explanatory. And as you can see here, you can go into the Apex Coins purchase screen, and again, each 100 coins is valued at $1, just the same as V-Bucks in Fortnite, which for a free-to-play game and with only cosmetics as microtransactions, I think this is a perfect way to sell microtransactions. So moving on to the characters of this game is called Apex Legends because you start off with 6 legend characters, and each one has their own ability, their passive, tactical, and ultimate. The first one, Bloodhound, as you can see, is a tracker type character. Now you have Gibraltar, who is kind of the tank of the character roster. He has a gun shield, which when you aim down sights with your gun, a shield pops up, makes you more visible, but you block bullets. Your tactical is a little dome of protection that blocks all attacks for 15 seconds, and you have an ultimate that calls in a mortar strike that is marked with smoke. Now you have your next character called Lifeline. She is kind of the support character, you could say. She is the medic, right? Her passive is that she can heal 25% faster, revive teammates faster, and her Q, her tactical, is a Doc Heal Drone, which heals you and your teammates, and her ultimate is a care package, which gives you very high tier loot, like weapon attachments and defensive gear like shields. Now the next legend we have is called Pathfinder, and I don't really think he's pure support, but he can be characterized that. Basically, he has knowledge of the next circle. That's going to be his passive, so you can be one step ahead and relocate somewhere better, reposition your squad better. His Q is a grappling hook, and his ultimate is a zipline gun, so he's basically like Spider-Man with the zipline. Now you have Wraith. Now Wraith is a very hard to master character, but very rewarding at the same time if you know how to use her. Her passive is like the perk from Black Ops 4. If you've ever played Blackout or the multiplayer mode, there's a perk called Tracker. Now Tracker gives you an audible and visual cue of when someone aims down sight on you. Same thing here. When someone aims down sight on you while you're using Wraith, she'll go, I think someone is aiming down sights on me, and then you can warn your teammates with that. Now her Q tactical is basically like a passive mode, so she doesn't take damage for a certain period of time while having increased speed, so it's really helpful to either get out of the storm maybe, or get out of a sticky situation if you're getting converged on by a lot of enemies. And then you have her ultimate, which is a dimensional rift. Basically, it's just a portal that stays up for 60 seconds. Pretty self-explanatory, but you can use it in a lot of ways that can help you and your team out. Next you have Bangalore, and she's kind of the DPS character. All of her abilities are focused around dealing damage. So her passive, I'm not a big fan of her passive, which requires you to take fire, which makes you move faster. Yeah, it's helpful, but I don't really like the passives that you have to be in a disadvantage. But anyway, her Q is just a smoke grenade, and her ultimate is similar to Gibraltar, but an artillery strike that is a little bit bigger and even stuns people who are caught within the blast. And now moving on to the two characters that are locked, which you can unlock through playing the game and getting credits, or you can just buy them straight up with money. But you have Caustic, who character just basically revolves around throwing Nox gas, which as you can tell is just gas that hurts the enemy. And then you have Mirage, who's a holographic trickster, and his character is based around just sending holograms of himself. You can pull off a lot of 6 plays with this guy. Okay, so when you start a game of Apex Legends, when you load up with your squad mates or just randoms, you're going to be presented with this screen, which is your legend selecting screen. So here you choose your character and whichever hero or legend you want to choose. And you're randomized as first, second, or third. Here I'm first, so I just went with Gibraltar, just a character that I hadn't tried out yet and just wanted to try something new. Now, when landing, the best part about it, landing is pretty fast. I have sped up the video here, but in general, compared to most other Battle Royale games like PUBG and Fortnite, landing is pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here right under the location name. So whenever you land or relocate to a new location, you're going to see something like low tier, mid tier, or high tier loot. Now, based on what it says, you can expect what kind of loot you can get. And knowing where the high tier loot locations are can maybe help you get that better weapon or shield that will help you in the long run. Now here you can see the ping system in action, and that's probably one of the best things about this game, the ping system. I mean, with one button you can virtually say anything that you need to your 2 other teammates without even having to use a mic. So right here I'm pinging the enemies. You can also ping an enemy was here, you can ping a weapon, you can ping maybe an item. So let's say you found like an extended mag for maybe an assault rifle, but you're using a sniper and a shotgun, right? You don't need that. But you can go ahead and ping that extended mag, and maybe another teammate who has a assault rifle using light ammo could use that extended magazine. And you can do this with, I don't want to call them chests, but they're kind of like big loot boxes, I guess. They look like tanning machines, to be honest. But you can ping those locations, you can ping weapons, you can ping shields, you can literally ping anything that's in the game. You can even target that zip line and tell your teammates to get on the zip line. Now you can see the massive destruction this shotgun does, but there's also a feature in this game called Finisher. So if you hit this finisher, you're going to basically instantly down that enemy and make them unrevivable, like an instant elimination. And each character has their own cool little animations. As you saw there, Gibraltar kind of banged his shield and just kind of clubbed her in the head. So here you can see the medic ultimate ability. She called in her care package. We got some good loot. I think we got some shield too. And right here you can see that communication system play really well in action. So we saw 2 teams fighting here. One of my teammates is, I pinged I'm coming there, my teammates went over there to the left side. I have someone behind me, and we basically just surround these 2 teams. I'm hitting good shots with this G7 Scout, which is basically like a marksman rifle in any game. It's not really a sniper rifle, but it's a pretty heavy hitting rifle. And I'm going to switch over to the shotgun, which I think is one of the best weapons in the game. And we're going to go ahead and kill the kill leader, which is pretty impressive, and he's got a lot of loot. So you can see the one that I have right now is gold, and then there's purple boxes. So when an enemy goes down and they drop their loot, depending on what kind of loot they had, if they had really good loot, you're gonna see that yellow glowing box, which basically means he has legendary items. Purple box just means he's got that purple tier items, and then it goes down with blue and I think just gray. I don't know if there's a green. So based on the color of the box, you can maybe decide if you want to risk it and go out and cover and grab it, or you can just, if it's only a blue box or a gray box, maybe you don't risk it and just bait someone else to it. Now, one of my favorite things about this game is the movement. They took a lot of inspiration from Titanfall, and of course the company who made Titanfall, Respawn, made this game. So it makes sense that, you know, a lot of the fluid movement mechanics are in Apex Legends. So you can wall run up a wall if it's too high to maybe climb at once. You can just go ahead and sprint and wall run up it. Sliding is actually faster than running if you do it downhill, and overall the movement system is very fluid. Even with the character like Gibraltar here, who is basically the tank character, I felt extremely fast, and I know you watching this video can even see that he's kind of moving fast for a tank character. Respawn did a great job with the movement in this game, and honestly, this game feels very polished and fantastic for a free-to-play game, and I won't be surprised if this is one of the top games you see that are being live streamed and played on in tournaments and such. So overall, I'm gonna have to say Apex Legends is a really fun game and I enjoy playing it. It's refreshing in the Battle Royale genre, which I didn't think was really gonna happen, but I feel like we just entered the Battle Royale genre, you know, with Fortnite really being that first cornerstone, and more developers and companies will definitely see this and push for even more innovative ideas. So in general, I think Apex Legends is a great game, and I honestly had a blast with it. It's even better because of the fact that it's free to play, so there's no price tag. Literally anyone can download and go ahead and play it on their Xbox, PS4, PC, and actually I think that's it. On your Xbox, PS4, or PC, just go ahead and download it. Just give it a try. You know, I think a lot of people who aren't a fan of Battle Royales but are a fan of just shooters in general will really like this game. Alright, so those were my thoughts on Apex Legends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and leave a comment if you want to see more Apex Legends gameplay. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.